Do you struggle writing titles for your products that rank in SEO on TPT? Then this episode might actually be really helpful for you. Now, I'm Kane. I'm a TPT seller, full-time teacher as well. And I have a good success rate in getting hits on my products based on my SEO. And what I focus on is how we can use AI and those tools around that to improve and make ourselves more efficient so we can be more productive, spend less time on our TPT, at the same time increase our sales. Some things work, some things don't. But SEO, title, descriptions, is a big thing that comes up over and over again. Now, I saw this post the other day, actually, it was a little while ago, it's about a month ago now. Does anyone use, in this case, someone's offering a service to a TPT generator to do SEO title and descriptions? Now, since I think for the last 18 months or so, I've been using my own one I've developed. And today I'm actually going to go through the process of showing you how you can do that. And you can build the model that actually suits your niche. Now, am I saying this is better than Mr. Joel's? I have no idea. I've never used Mr. Joel's. It might be brilliant, fantastic. Go check it out. But what I suggest is you try building your own, trialing for a while. If it doesn't work, go try one of these services, compare what they offer to what you build yourself and see how you can improve your own, or just go with their service if it gets the results for you. Now, when we look at TPT, we often get a lot of points. One thing that's on the TPT sellers blog is there's an article here on SEO. And what you can do is get these sources and you need to feed them into your model. In this case, for example, I would actually get this. You could copy and paste it or print it out, upload as a PDF and get the information. So collecting information on best practices around SEO and particularly TPT is a good place to get the information fed it in. I'm going to show you two different ways of actually doing that. The first one is I hopped into ChatGPT and I asked it into deep research mode and asked it to go out and act as a world-class e-commerce copywriter that sells TPT, uses TPT to sell resources, finds best practices for SEO to create a summary report for me to build an SEO prompt for that description. And it's still running through this. It's been going for a few minutes now. I'll write that. So while that's running in the background, there's a second way of doing this. And this, I can do it in, let's just bump it up there. I can do it in ChatGPT, and I've done it in ChatGPT, but like I said, I thought I'd try NotebookLM. So NotebookLM has a really nice feature where you can link lots of different resources in there. And what I actually went out and did was actually grabbed information and links. So I could put in the web pages, so I maximize SEO tips for crafting keywords. Mr. Joel's then went to Mr. Joel's website and grabbed his SEO seller tools, which are publicly facing, so he's sharing them. I then went to all these YouTube videos of all the successful sellers that talk about TPT. So if you go to YouTube, if you go to do a search, SEO and TPT, you get all these different videos on TPT, so such as TPT SEO. And a lot of these faces you probably recognize if you're watching my videos because they're also available. They're people I learnt off when I was starting off on TPT as well, because we should share and share alike. One of the reasons why I do my channel, it's an early one from Becca Davis, who does fantastic videos, and this was 5 years ago. But like I said, I've fed all these into this here. And what it allows us to do is actually ask it to analyze all the information. So extract out the playlist and the lessons, build a guide for TPT and SEO. So it's got foundations of SEO and so on. Then I've asked it to, how can I optimize my prompt titles effectively? It's given me some feedback here. And then I was asked to, based on information, create a prompt I can use to create a highly effective SEO title. And basically I've got this copy and paste prompt. Now I've used it in NotebookLM and it actually didn't give me the best results. So we'll give it thing here. So if we copy this, copying, and then we go back to my ChatGPT. And if we put the prompt in, so we got the prompt here. So we've got details, writer, maximize thing with max of 80 characters. So let's put all those details in there, no punctuation and so on. Now, how we can do this is, what I normally do is actually drop a resource in there. So I'm going to cut it here, go find my resource and upload it. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm going to actually get a drink of water, not back. Okay, I'm back. Also grabbed a drink of water. Been teaching all day, so the throat was a bit croaky. So what I've uploaded here is I've got this new resource coming out. It's around squatters. So what I do is I actually upload my slide deck, as well as my student work, as well as my resources PDF. So it's actually reading the information that I've actually created for the resource. So it's going to actually read that and get the information. And that's important. Now, it's also important to remember when you do this is you switch on your privacy and do not add to model. So we most mentioned this previously, personalization, data controls, improve model for everyone. You switch that off. So it's not going to upload that data into the general model getting there. So what I can do here is just hit with the prompt, and now it's going to go away. It's going to read the files, and it's going to generate a title for me, as well as then write a description. So we're only going to focus on the titles today because that getting the title right takes a lot of work. Now, are you going to be acceptable with the first prompt? No, because I've got particular requirements, and I haven't actually customized this. I've just got a general model and put the information in there. So it's telling me it's a year 9 history resource. So it's giving me a bit of feedback. So what it does, it comes up with, it's giving me in this description, 5 different SEO-rich titles. So you can then choose from one of those. It's pity TPT doesn't have A/B testing yet, because that would be quite interesting in the description. And then what will go through then, according to the model, and I haven't customized it, and this is different for the style I actually use for mine. But like I said, I'm giving a general feedback at the moment. What's included? Why teachers like this resource? What's included in the resource? Teaching duration, suggest keyword targets if you're going to put in there. Don't do keyword stuffing. Actually, it goes downgrades you. It's got my slide deck and so on. But like I said, it gives me 5 titles. I can then choose and work through those, which ones I think. It hasn't got things like digital file and things like that, which I like in there. But it gives a bit of a description. And what you can do is specify the first 180 characters in there to actually do your keywords in there to reinforce that. Remember, it's always your title. And the first 180 characters or the first couple of lines actually appears most when people do their search and they get that summary on there. But obviously it does pick up all the things. So it's recognize how many pages I've got, so how big the slide deck, 6-page digital student version. And then it gives me some specific details of the actual activities I did. Now, this saves a lot of time, but also what it does is it creates consistency on doing that. So let's see how our research is going. Okay, we've got our research executive summary. So first way is collect all the existing resources yourself manually, put it in, or get ChatGPT through either an agent or deep research, actually produce that. And it'll give me a nice summary, example, high performance title links. And I don't know how I found this data, but like I said, it's gone through and it's found a lot of SEO point. I've got a prompt here. Okay. Detail, it's got comparison tactics, impact versus things. So it's actually a pretty good report coming out of that. So what we'll do, I'll jump back to here using the same resource, apply this prompt to it. Let's see what it comes up with. As you see, I've actually done no modifications, no change. It says checking the files. So let's see what sort of prompt it actually comes up with. Bit different systems, different thinking. Okay, so it's come up with only one title through that one. And it's got the snippet. So snippet's a bit at the top, which is the first couple of sentences. It's realizing the snippet is important. So the researcher's actually done a better job in that regard in breaking down our structure of our TPT page into the snippet and then the main word. And it's long descriptions, what's included. Yes, picked up the same sort of data. Like this, why teachers value this resource and so on. How it fits in curriculum. Like I said, different answers. I think I like this one a little bit better than the other one. That, once again, we don't do tags or keyword stuffing in here. Flexible teacher value. So 2 different styles you can actually do that. Now, when you get a prompt like this, and we'll work from this one now, you can then reuse it again and again. So that is one way to do it. And then you can just drop your resources in there saying, apply that prompt to this resource. So if I get a different resource now, plonk it in, say use the same resource, it'll just apply that model over and over again.